sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Wow, here we go. 15 years. 15 years on a walk the plank. Listen to that.
Yeah.
Would you hold it out over there in the crowd? This is probably the biggest crowd we've ever had here on
Yes, it
Saturday
is.
morning.
Yes, it is.
You know, we've drawn, Mike Connolly's here, Bob Feller's here. Who else is here?
I'm here.
Yeah, Greg Ratliff is here. No, we got pictures. There's old Zebo over there. No. Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome as we usher in our 15th year on the air. That is a long time.
It doesn't seem possible.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Oh,
And
it
of
does.
course, you recognize that voice. It has not changed in 15 years. In fact, he's got shorter.
I have. I'm in a short chair today.
He's in a short chair today, but we will give him his high chair back after a while. Gene Smith.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gene Smith. And sitting across from me is my good friend Guy Trebo.
Good morning.
Who has been doing this longer than I have, really, because down the middle, of course, he didn't have to get up as early, but down the middle was on the air how long?
16 years.
16 years. So that's our goal. That's our goal. Once we hit 16, we'll just take our boat down the Mississippi River. No. And Guy, of course, is our webmaster for lroutdoors.com. Glad to have you here.
I'm glad to be here, and since I'm doing your show too,
That's,
I'm always going to be ahead of you.
well, that is true. That is true. I haven't thought about
I'm,
it.
That's right,
I'm
we can't-
counting from this show now.
Yeah.
Now he's in over 30 years.
Yeah.
That's a pretty amazing thing. But we're going to have some great fun today on the 15th anniversary show. I hope that you had a chance to sign up for the big contest via our website, lroutdoors.com. And, Guy, we're going to pull that name out of the hat in the last segment, right?
Yes, that's what we're going to do.
All
With
right,
that
and-
great bag.
Yeah, it is a great bag. It is full of stuff. So shame on you if you did not go to lroutdoors.com and join in on the contest, because the good folks at Plano, we got stuff from Blakemore, we've got stuff from Radians, we got stuff from Gaston's, and we've just found out that whoever wins that is also going to get a prize pack from Strike King Lures.
Wow.
That Mark Copley and his gang are going to come in with us, and so it's just we're going to have a fun show. Talking to some people today that have been on the show in the years past when we started down in the dungeon on Union Avenue.
Yes, indeed.
And nothing against that. Action News 5 allowed us to use the back of the TV station, and we had to rope our way through there. But we appreciate you listeners over the years who have stuck with us and stayed with us. And now, Gene, help him with his cough drop over there. That's the same one you used 2 weeks ago. I mean,
Well, you save money if you put them
Yeah.
back in the package.
all right.
Which you obviously did.
You look like
I got
it.
one of my faithful listeners on the
Well-
line right now. Is Jimmy Bryant. Good morning, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're up early, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Jimmy Bryant and his family have been longtime friends. I tried to teach Jimmy Sunday school. I hope he learned something from me. Did you?
Yeah.
You did, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've been wanting to talk on this show, and here's your chance, Jimmy. Are you going to tell anything bad about me?
No.
Well, tell them something good about me.
He's having to think.
Let him. Let him do it.
Yeah, I remember when we went fishing
Yeah.
in Somerville.
That's right. Yeah, yeah. And what happened?
I dropped my glasses in the lake.
You
Oh,
did.
no.
I knew Jimmy was going to say that. But didn't we find them?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mr. Jim Harmon found it, and Jimmy found his life. In fact, Jimmy, that was at Chickasaw. That was at Chickasaw Lake,
Yeah.
with that little bridge going across, right?
Yeah.
And somehow his glasses fell off. And I have to admit, Jimmy, that I lost my glasses about a month ago, and I didn't find my glasses, and they cost a lot more to replace than yours. So do that a lot. Well, buddy, I appreciate you. You tell your mom and dad hello for me, okay, Jimmy Bryant? All right?
All right, Larry.
Thank you.
Hey.
Bye-bye. All right. Jimmy Bryant. That's a long-time listener, fine young man, lives out in Lakeland, that he's been wanting to get on this show forever. And he got up Saturday morning.
He did. He
and
first
did it.
one.
Yeah, and his mom, Nancy, and his dad, Jerry, thank you very much for that's the kind of stuff, And we're trying to hook up with Dave Gabbard. We know he's at Big Sandy, but we haven't been able to hook up with Dave yet. But, Gene and I and Ronnie Shannon, we started this, right?
Right.
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
And we would do it every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
Just the three of us. We didn't have any co-hosts that we rotated around. And it was fun.
Oh, it was great.
It was fun, and we'd have a lot of fun and a lot of people. And I have to thank some folks. Ron Martin, the late Ron Martin, great guy, came to me after I'd retired from Commercial Appeal in January of 2001. And he came to me and he said, Larry, you need to do an outdoor radio show. And I said, Ron, okay, let's talk about it. He said, so I'll meet you at Bosco's. I said, that sounds fine. I'll meet you at lunch at Bosco's. Well, little did I know at that time there were two Bosco's. He was at one Bosco.
Oh, yeah,
I was
remember.
at the other Bosco.
I remember that, yeah.
And
they weren't close together.
No, they
either.
were not close together. I was the one in Germantown, and he was the original one. But we did finally hook up, and I appreciate Ron Martin. He was there when we started. Lebowitz was our first producer, and I can't think what Jason Lebowitz.
Yeah.
And then we've gone through producers, Carl Dillard, Elvis. Let's see, and then
Joe. Did you have Joe?
No, I didn't have Joe. No. Then Theo Brown came in and stayed for so long and meant so much to us was Theo Brown. Do we have Dave on the line? Dave, are you on the line?
I'm always on the line.
Yeah,
I think, wasn't your first power guy Ben Franklin?
No,
That was later.
that was later. No. Dave Gabbard, the man who has been, and I thank Dave and the TWRA for being part of this show for I don't know how long. Dave has been coming and being part of the show, but he is a friend of this show. The TWRA is one of our longtime sponsors, and 15 years is a long time, Dave.
Oh, yeah, and I'm still waiting for the check. Is the check in the mail yet?
Well, it didn't have a stamp. It keeps coming back.
It's in the email.
Yeah, it's in an email.
It's in
yeah.
an email.
And Dave, where are you this morning?
I'm up here at the beautiful Big Sandy. Of course, today's first Saturday in August, which is the WMA waterfowl drawings all across the state. So I'm up here gearing up. I'm kind of a roadie this morning. I'm in charge of setting the sound systems up and making announcements and stuff. So it's pretty good rain last night up here.
Really?
So the sun's coming up, so it's nice and humid this morning.
Yeah.
It's August.
Yeah. Well, I know that this Big Sandy was it's probably the largest drawing in the state, right, for the people and things like that.
Right. They'll be way over, 2,300 people put in for 88 blinds up here for
Wow.
these waterfowl areas.
Wow,
And,
yeah.
of course, the guys up here, they kind of dodged the bullet. The crops and the WMAs along the river up here, they look pretty good. Unfortunately, the one at Dover,
Yeah.
that blind drawing, several weeks ago, they had like 9 inches of rain. So they had a real nice crop until that hit, and they lost it all. So
Wow.
so they'll be going to Plan B here as soon as everything dries out. But
Well, you've got them all over. I know you got one at O'Brien. You got Gooch. You got Real Foot going on. Of course, you got Harmon's Creek, Big Sandy, and Gin Creek at the Little League Park in Big Sandy.
Right.
And then you got Barkley and Tigert, and you got West Sandy. You
got Real Foot.
You got Real Foot. You got Haynes Bottom.
And
And these are an important part of the TWRA. You guys really, this is the time, and people get in line. I mean, between 7 and 10, you can register, right? And then at 10 o'clock, they draw.
Right. Well, at 10 o'clock, anybody that's still in line will get, we cut the lines off and they get to finish registering. So,
Okay.
Once those people that's in line at 10 o'clock completes the registration, then we'll start the blind drawing.
Well, now it's a little 10 minutes after 6 here on this Saturday, the first Saturday in August, and are people in line yet? I mean, are they?
No, not yet. It's kind of early. People setting up here at Big Sandy. They kind of have a little festival, waterfowl festival. So the vendors are coming in, and the food people are coming in, and setting up all their stuff. We just run the blind drawing. We're kind of we're the lucky ones. We're under a pavilion in case it does rain. But,
we'll push some of that rain down this way and everything. Now, you're going to be able to check back in with us later?
Yeah, I'll be calling back in. I was telling Greg here when he first called, I said, my service provider on my phone, it's a little iffy up here, but I'll grab one of the other guys' state phones that has another service provider. That they have a brand new tower up here, so they have a real strong signal. So
good. Well, just get off that. Don't get too high up on that step ladder, okay?
No. Well, I told Greg, I said I got one foot in there and my hand up in the air. So maybe.
Oh man, that's something to think about as we close. All right, Dave. We'll talk to you later. All right.
Okay. Happy anniversary, people.
Thank you. All right, let's take a break. Come right back on the 15th anniversary show of Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790.
We've got woodlands, fields, and water.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports.
All right. Good Saturday morning again as Dennis Fuller leads us in. Greg Ratliff points at me and tells me to start talking. Sound like I'm at home, so.
No, it's the other way.
No, watch out there. No, watch out. 15 years on the air. Man, I was just a pup when we started this, and so was Gene Smith, who's sitting over there with the Scholastic Clay T-shirt on, TWRA hat on, and, of course, Guy Trebo, our webmaster, lroutdoors.com. That has been a friend since we've been on the air, and then another friend that's on with us right now has been with us probably since it started. The late Jim Gaston and myself, we knew each other for years, and I'd always been going to Gaston's even before I took over this radio show when I retired from the paper and I was outdoor editor of the Commercial Appeal for 13 years. I would go over to Gaston's White River Resort and not only have a great time fishing, but have a great time going into Jim Gaston's office and just talking. And so Gaston's and Outdoors with Larry Ray has a long tradition, and I'm glad we've been able to keep that on. So we've got on us right now. I think Logan is on, right? Logan, you there?
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Hey, Logan. How's it going at Gaston's?
It is going nice and
Hot.
busy this weekend.
This is a busy time for you. Is this right before school?
Yeah, we got the back to school rush going on.
Back to
Got
school?
Tons of people everywhere.
Well, all right, so you're gonna. We just want to let you know how much we appreciate on Outdoors with Larry Ray, the Gaston's connection.
Well, we definitely appreciate you getting us out there and talking with the people over there in Tennessee.
Well, you know, when I come over there, it's almost like a puzzle when they try to work me in, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it is that. But you guys, how many guides do you have?
We got about 10 to 12
Okay. But
that
you
can go out on a daily basis.
But you got reserves too, right?
If we need to, we can make that phone call, and there's some outfitters along the river that we can trust and call upon, and they help us out if we need.
Well, I know that I'm going to be over at Gaston's. We was trying to work it out in August because I want to do a story about hot fishing in the cold water. And so,
well,
I had to.
You got it nailed on the head, then.
Yeah, I got it nailed, but I had to keep shuffling around because one time I wanted to get in there. You got like 17 guides out.
Yep.
People don't realize it. Really, it's a go-to place for corporate people too, isn't it, Logan?
Oh, we're going to get to the corporate stuff a little bit in August, and then heavy in September, October, November. And, of course, in the springtime before tax season hits.
Before tax season hits. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Well, tell us what's going on fishing-wise now. I know we're in the first weekend of August, and it's the dog days of summer, so to speak. But
that's right. Of course, we got lower water first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And then they seem to kick on anywhere between 4 to 7 generators around the 11 noon, 1 o'clock area, and then they'll do that until it starts cooling down.
But you can catch fish now.
Oh, absolutely. The guys were talking yesterday that there's so many fish in the water right now. They must have did a stocking with double the amount of fish they normally do.
No, it might have just been, the fish got happy. And, we don't have any way, That might have been a frenzy. They might have watched some,
soap opera.
Yeah, soap opera or something like
the barometer.
that.
We'll just call it the barometer.
Yeah, the barometer.
That's it.
It goes, yeah. Well, anyway, so what are they catching? What are they using?
They're throwing anywhere from power bait, live worms, to the little plastic power bait worms, along with rapalas, spoons, spinners, even throwing some rogues when the water comes up a little bit,
right.
Going after some bigger fish. Fly fishing, they're throwing some little micro jigs, sandworm worms when that water's on the rise. Otherwise, they're throwing some midges and nymphs when the water's lower.
And then size-wise?
The rainbows you're probably going to get around that 14 to 16-inch range. There's a lot of brook trout in the river right now. They did a massive stocking on brook trout.
Really?
They're going around that 13 to 16-inch range.
Wow.
Of course, Keeper Brook is 14 inches.
Well, that's a nice fish. So I need to put that on my bucket list. I've
been fishing this river for 20 years, and I've never caught a brook trout.
Well, I'm going
to have to get after them now.
Well, I'm older than you, and I've been fishing it longer than that. I mean, have you ever caught a walleye in the river?
I have not caught a walleye in the river, but I know there is.
You know there is because I caught one. Come on now, I have.
Well, I know there's one that's hiding out under my dock, but I can't get the okay.
Oh, well, I didn't know what it was when we were pulling it in, and I can't remember who I was fishing with, but it was one of the guides, and of course they were saying, "Well, you got a walleye, Larry." I said, "Well, that'd be typical of me, I'm wanting something else." But of course, I also have a 10-pound, 30-inch one that I took, and I'm sure that's still the talk of everybody.
Oh yeah,
so.
Yeah.
All right, so how do they want to get in touch? You say this is really a busy time, but hey, folks, I want to let you know, fall, of course, is beautiful at Gaston's. It's one of my favorite places, but I don't want you ever shortchange winter on the river because if you're looking ahead and you want to do a Thanksgiving or you want to do something along that line, even a Christmas type thing, it's a great place in the winter too, isn't it, Logan?
Oh, absolutely. And they need to get the reservations in for that
Yes.
fall time because October it can get really, really tight.
No, that's when the population of Lakeview doubles. Yeah, you know, you go from 40 to 80.
Very true.
You know, and everything. So tell them how they get in touch with you guys.
Well, they can give us a call at 870-431-5202. That'll ring right here at the front desk. You'll get me or Ron in the mornings, possibly Clint, and get a couple of the girls in the evening. Or they can get on our website, www.gastons.com.
And that's amazing that you can actually call over sometime and Clint Gaston himself may answer. No, nothing against Logan. Okay. But
Very true.
Clint may answer the phone and everything. All right, Logan, thank you, buddy, and look forward to seeing y'all later in the month, okay?
Congrats on 15, Larry.
All right, thank you. Tell everybody hello.
We'll do it.
All right. Logan over at Gaston's White River Resort.
I wish I was there now.
Yes, don't you wish? I tell you, when it's 100 degrees and it's 48 on the river, you still need a jacket.
That's,
You
my
still
sister's
need-
been there twice, her and her husband.
Does she have
She loves that place. It's beautiful.
and a jacket, too.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care what time of the year the fog is rolling in right now. You can go to lroutdoors.com. You can see a lot of the pictures that we've posted from Gaston's. They're really good about that. But one of our longtime sponsors, and I can go on and on about Jim Gaston and what he has meant to this show. But his grandson, Clint Gaston, has taken over and really stepped right in. I've been so proud of Clint that he's been able to follow his granddaddy and keep that. But if you're looking for the place, I don't mind plugging them. Yeah, they're a sponsor. But at the same time, you want to go stay in a pink cabin right on the White River. That's about 5 hours from Memphis. A nice drive up through Jonesboro, across northern Arkansas. Go past Hardy, a great little town called Hardy. Go right on up, and it's just a wonderful place to be. And you have never been there, but your sister, right?
Yeah, they love it.
They love it. Well,
you can get on the website and look at the restaurant and everything.
oh, the restaurant is another thing, you know. 15 years. Memories of 15 years.
15 years.
All right, you got a memory?
You want me to tell you one about Elvis? One of our producers, Elvis.
Yes, he was.
When they working on the studio downtown,
Yeah.
I want to go out to get me a Coke, but they had everything locked, so he gave me his pass. I went down to get me a Coca-Cola, but I had my Mountain Man outfit on. I was doing a program after the show,
Yeah, you were.
and the guys were busy taping something, and they turned around and looked at me. I said, "Does this Coke machine work?" And he kind of jumped because I had my Mountain Man outfit on with a big old knife, and I went up and told Elvis, and Elvis called down there. And the guy said, "Yeah, the guy down here had a great big knife." He said, "Oh yeah, he's doing a program after the show." But
Yeah. I can remember you coming in with those kind of outfits on.
I remember that.
Huh?
I remember Gene and his.
Yeah, the
Get up.
outfit. We had to get out of the way, let down the middle, start right after us.
I used to like to listen to them argue, Coach and.
Oh, you listen to them argue?
Oh yeah,
they
they
never
were
never
fun.
argued.
Oh, they were fun.
He and Coach Cochran
He
would
get
argue.
hit with a ball and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They were funny.
You got better memories. Now I got to ask Greg. Greg Ratliff is in there, a show producer. How long you been here now?
With the show?
Yeah, with this show.
Oh, it'll be 2 years next month.
2 years. Now, what was your observation when you started? Were you leery?
Not necessarily. I think it was just more of like that. I really had zero clue about most of this. Just I worked for a large big box retailer at one point that sold a lot of this kind of products that we talk about here on the show.
But you had no
I
idea.
had no idea really anything about any of it. So.
Okay, so what have you learned in 2 years? Listen to it.
Gene owns a
There's
lot
so
of
many,
really
I guess.
strange hats.
Gene owns a lot of little silly hats. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That's what are you doing? 2 years.
That's
What
big.
he's learned. That's big. You know,
Ron Wong is everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
everywhere and nowhere at the same time. I'm his interpreter right there. You know, when we get right down to it, and that's what it is. 2 years worth.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much stuff that I've picked up over time that it just I didn't think it was definitely a thing like that. I didn't think I was going to care much about what was going on, but I've gotten into it a lot more.
Huh? You didn't. Do you care much about it now?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
definitely. It was one of those things that I didn't really have a big interest in really any of this kind of stuff because it's just not something I've really been exposed to growing up. So,
well, I mean,
it's been a great experience, and I've learned a lot of stuff, met a lot of really cool people. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and the show producer is really important to this
Yes,
show.
he is.
You
Yes,
know,
he is.
I mean, I could push all these buttons and not know what's going on. You know, but between Greg Ratliff, who has been 2 years now, and then of course Theo Brown, downtown Theo Brown, Ready Teddy, Meddy Teddy, our DJ buddy who lives in Texas now, just lost his grandmother. We sent our prayers out to Theo. Wonderful young man, would come straight in from FedEx. You know, I'd come in. I didn't know if he was awake or alive.
Yeah, we had to
what,
wake him up sometime.
You know, because he would come straight in from FedEx, but meant so much to this show. And then, of course, we just went through them. Elvis, you know, Carl Dillard. There was some legends down there that really helped this show as we went through it. And, of course, I got to really hand it to, as I said, Ron Martin, Forrest Goodman, those guys that were Dave Voloshin, those guys were part of before we came on the air and had this show. And I never thought 15 years would roll off like this. And the guests we've had, of course, you always bring up some of our guests. You know, John Riggins is one of your favorites. I know you always talk about John Riggins.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the great characters of sports.
and
now he's in that. You know, he has his own show, and
yeah, but he was on us.
you have had some of the greatest guests. I mean, shows that do all sports don't get as good a guest as you've had over the years.
Well,
And we've been all over
and-
the country.
The guests make the difference. It's not the host.
That's
It's
right.
the guest.
That's for
right.
sure.
That is for sure. Thank you very much. All right, let's take another break on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll be right back on ESPN 790.
Mississippi flows, five flows, five flows.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports.
Okay, welcome back. Outdoors with Larry Ray on this August the 6th, 2016, which means that August of 2001 is when we rolled out this first show, and I think it was 30 minutes. It might have been an hour. An hour. I don't remember, but I know it was. It wasn't an hour and a half. We've been through so many station, Sports 790 and different things. I got hats with different things along that line. But 15 years. Go back and look and see how our world has changed.
Well, I mean, you came on around close to 9/11.
I came on the August before 9/11, so yes, and how the world has changed and gone into those things. But we've been really privileged to be on the air for 15 years. And young people may not think that's a long time, but it is in radio land to do that. And we got some guys on right now that would like to say hello to us. Let's go to John Gordon. John Gordon, you there?
Hey, Larry, what's going on?
Hey, buddy, I really appreciate you calling in, and thank you for your friendship and what's going on at Avery.
Well, it's being August, it's getting close to that time of year again. We're shipping it's about as hard and heavy as we can right now to the northern dealers, so it's all going well.
Well, I appreciate you, and whoever wins that big plain old bag is going to have some Avery products down inside of it, thanks to John Gordon. John, we thank you, buddy. Thanks for calling, okay?
Okay, Larry, congratulations, man.
All right, thank you. How about that Brad Carson down there? Let's go to Brad Carson. He's up early on a Saturday morning. Are you just coming in or are you going out? So
No, I'm just getting up. I made an alarm bell just to come up and wish you a 15th anniversary and congratulations to you, Larry.
Well, thank you, Brad. And Brad, of course, he's the guy that keeps things going here. He's my boss, technically. So if I do anything wrong, I got to go find Brad.
No.
So.
Oh, no, Larry, we're privileged to have you on, you and Ron and everybody that make that show happen. We're blessed to have you. So congratulations to you. It's you put a lot of hard work and effort into that show to plan it. People don't see that, but it's a lot of work to get everything organized, So congratulations, Larry.
Well, thank you, Brad. Go back to bed. I appreciate you, buddy. All right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's do another 15, okay?
Oh, my goodness, Brad. You know how old I'll be when I'd come in here on my walker,
Hey.
okay?
Come on now. I saw you play golf.
That's right, and I'm playing golf till I make a hole-in-one. All right.
There you go.
Thank you, Brad. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you, Larry.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Brad Carson. Of course, most of you folks know Brad from 92.9. He is the man there, right?
Executive producer of the Gary Parrish Show.
He sure is. And Gary Parrish, I'm proud of Gary because I know where he started and where he's worked his way up. And we couldn't have done this show without the next guy coming on. He means so much to Outdoors of Larry Ray as a friend. Not only that, but he was there when it started. I can't think of anybody better on the 15th anniversary to talk to than Ronnie Shannon. Good morning, Ronnie.
Good morning, Larry.
Did you think it would go 15 years?
I didn't think, man, an old person like you could make 15, but
you tell him, Ronnie.
I told you to quit talking about how old you were, because as much as you do to this show and everything in life, you live forever, man.
Well, I appreciate that. Can you remember when it started, what it was like?
Yeah, I remember down there with Theo and down there downtown, and it was good. It was good. I think you picked up a couple of more listeners, though.
You think so?
15 years.
In 15 years? Yeah. But
well, I got my wife up this morning to listen to it, so you're in good shape.
Well, tell Sarah hello for us too. And I know, Roddy, when we started this thing, we didn't talk about 15 years. We talked about next week, right?
That's right. 1 week at a time. Look how far you've gone. I'm kind of like the other guy. I don't think people realize how much work you put into this show.
Well, I know that.
I know you do.
Well, I appreciate that, and I am structured. I am formatted.
You are.
I do
very much are.
In fact, I don't wing very much. And,
that's right.
But I know when
Gene over there has to fill in every now and then.
Well, there you go. Gene.
He's a good man.
Yeah, he's part of it. You and me and him. I can't remember if we started out with an hour. I don't remember. I don't think it was an hour and a half.
I think it was an hour.
Yeah, it was an hour.
It was an hour, and then somebody said you ought to go to 30 minutes.
He meant 30 minutes more.
No, but
that's pretty good.
But you know, Ronnie, when we did this. And I like to think, I know you were with the TWRA for how many years?
38.
38 years.
38 years.
I think I try to be the voice of the TWRA on the radio here.
Well, you definitely are. You really are. Sure are.
Because that's, somebody's got to get the word out. And
yeah, if somebody can't find a hunting guide, they just get up and listen to Outdoors with Larry Ray on Saturday morning.
And I don't try to be controversial. We have fun. We can tell stories on each other, and after you go off the air, I'll probably tell one of yours. But
I probably will.
Yeah.
Well, the best thing about your show, I always enjoyed when I was there.
What?
Breakfast after the show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now.
Yeah, free meal.
Now you've done it. Now you've done it and everything. Well, Roddy, appreciate you, buddy. Thanks.
Yes, sir. You're a great man.
All right. Thank you. Tell Sarah hello and bless her heart. She's
poor thing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See you later. Bye, Ronnie. Ronnie Shannon, who was there when we started with Gene Smith.
Ronnie's always been fun. He's a swell guy.
Yeah, and he loved being down here and being part of the show. And that's the kind of people we're going to have call in throughout the show today as we talk about 15 years on the air. Favorite guest? People have asked me that. We hope to get Bill Dance. Dance is he's catfishing today. He's in a tournament today, so we couldn't get Bill, but. We've got some folks who couldn't be on the show, but we're going to post some things that they said about Outdoors of Larry Ray on the website. Right, Guy?
Yes, sir.
And there's some pretty cool stuff, particularly from Jackie Smith. We hope to get Jackie Smith on. Jackie Smith, the Hall of Fame tight end. But he's up at Canton, Ohio. He's at Canton, Ohio this weekend for the Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. But he sent a nice note about about the show, and we're privileged to have Jackie. I can go back and think of, you don't have to be a worldwide celebrity to be on this show. And we've had some great guests.
Yes, we have.
Kim Rohde, who's down in Rio right now. We're pulling for Kim. And it looks to me after I saw the archery results that they should have let Katuna Lori go down there and shoot. She didn't make the team, and they didn't even make so far, they're off to a real slow start in archery. But Kim Rohde, Jesse Duff, I can go throughout these things, but I think some of our best guests have been people. You know it? Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I like people that have invented things, have never been on the radio before.
Oh, yeah.
I've never liked the robots that we've had.
No.
But people, yes.
The people are what it is. Well, I'm talking about, the people that...
Just average, everyday folk.
Yeah, that have come up with different kind of things,
Like the guy that had the fishing thing and unhooked your lure.
Unhooked your lure.
Yeah, that
That's
was
right.
kind of neat.
Yeah.
Him and his wife came in the studio.
Yeah, well, I've got another friend on the line right now that, hey, I wouldn't be doing this show for sure, and I never would have been the outdoor editor of the Commercial Appeal for 13 years without this guy, because he means so much for my career, and that's my good friend Tommy Aiken from Greenfield, Tennessee. Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Tommy.
Yep.
Thank you for calling.
I just want to call and congratulate you on making it 15 years.
And making it. Yeah.
You have had a great show for the outdoorsmen for this part of the Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, and your listening audience. And I just want to let you know I appreciate everything you've done for the outdoor industry.
Well, Tommy, you always said I had a gift for gab. I couldn't hit anything with a shotgun, but or Tommy taught me. I was self-taught, so to speak. But people said when I became outdoor editor, they said, "You're going to be outdoor editor?" Yeah, and Tommy looked at me and said, "This is the outdoor editor of the Commercial Appeal? I'm following Henry Reynolds. Come on, give me a break. Is there not somebody else out there? Did we make a mistake?" But
that was good days, and you were a very good student and easy to learn. So I enjoyed every second of it.
How about the time I almost died in your boat, Tommy? You remember that at Reelfoot when I thought the snake had gotten me?
I knew you was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Your audience don't realize you're lucky to be here. It's a wonder you just didn't absolutely panic and die in that boat that day with me and home for his wood duck hunting, and that sawgrass cut your hand. You thought
I fell backwards.
Mouth and the lake done had you.
I looked up and Tommy Aiken was getting ready to do mouth to mouth, and I came alive. And Holmes is down over there just laughing. I could tell Tommy Aiken I could tell stories on this show if I wanted to, but I almost died at Reelfoot. And then I think it was Tommy was involved in somebody left me on a cypress tree when I got out to use the bathroom. And next thing I know, I'm all alone on this cypress tree. And I see Jim Perry and Jackie Van Cleve way off in that distance waving at me.
Lord. It's hard to believe time's passed that fast, but it has, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's those memories like that is what makes it. Tommy, I appreciate you, brother. Okay?
I do, too, and continue. I hope you have at least 20 more years, and I'm able to call you on your next anniversary. Woo! And we can chat again.
Oh, my goodness, Tommy. Well, I don't know what nursing home you'll be in, but I'll call you, okay?
Wish you the very best, Larry, and once again, I appreciate you and the show.
All right, buddy. Thank you. All right, Tommy Aiken from Greenville, Tennessee. We got to take a break? Yeah, we got some more going to come back. We got somebody? Oh, yeah, I love this show. 15 years. All right, y'all say something for me. Let's see.
Just think of the different products we produced on this show. All these different products.
Yeah.
Everything you can think of under the sun.
And we didn't have a website either.
No, we didn't. And all the names of the lures, we love all those different names.
We got a website now, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Best there is. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray. 15 years, ESPN 790.
Hey, there is no bed, no bed.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports.
All right, thank you, Dennis Fuller, for bringing us in. Greg Ratliff, our show producer. We celebrate 15 years on the air outdoors with Larry Ray. You can figure it up. We have not missed a Saturday in 15 years. Now, I've missed a couple, but we've been on the air every Saturday that I know of in 15 years, over 800 shows, no telling how many guests, how many co-hosts, and I really thank my co-hosts because I'm not going to sit here and talk for an hour and a half. I might today. But and I am probably, but 15 years on the air. And, we couldn't do it without our sponsors. But, sometimes your sponsors become part of your family, just about. And I think that's part of Outdoors with Larry Ray's success is that not only we have great sponsors, but we got sponsors who want to participate in this show. And let's bring in Frank Barton from the Barton Power Sports in West Memphis and Jonesboro, because Frank is more than just a sponsor. He's more than just a co-host once a month, but he's a true friend that I've cultivated and enjoy being around. Good morning, Frank. Frank there? I've really said some nice things about you, Frank. I hope you're still there.
He's probably making a sale.
Huh? Frank is there? Frank? Well, we lost Frank. I'm not taking back anything I said, all right?
He's overcome with emotion.
He's overcome with emotion on this show. That when Frank got to do that, he got to – but, we've had sponsors, just about the same ones for a long time. 3 really sponsors who have stuck with us since the start, TWRA and Gaston and, of course, Barton Power Sports. And I'm just so glad that, sponsors are kind of important. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, we'd like to have you. We don't ever turn down any sponsors on Outdoors with Larry Ray. But
join us for the next 15 years.
For the next 15 years would be nice. And then, let's see, how old? I don't even want to think about age. As Ronnie Shannon said, don't talk about age. Just talk about, you're only as old as you feel.
That's true.
All right, wake me up when the show's over. Okay, yeah. So we're trying to hook back up with Frank. Frank was on the line.
It was a different Frank.
Oh, it's a different Frank. All right. Well, I was talking about that Frank. Well, put on Charlie Oaf.
Well, here, Charlie, something's going on with this thing in here. It's not working right. But here, talk to Frank.
Talk to Frank. All right, Frank, we got you on. Good morning.
Hey, Larry, this is Frank Fiss, Chief of Fisheries.
Frank Fiss. Hey, man, thank you, Frank, for calling in, buddy. I really appreciate that.
You got so many friends, you can't keep up with them.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. We appreciate you. And this is Frank Fiss. He is the chief of the Fisheries Division for the TWRA. And I'm proud to say that I've known Frank come up through the ranks, right?
Yes, I have. I haven't been on the show too much, but I look forward to it in the future. I hope 15 years isn't enough for you. I hope you've got 15 more.
Well, thank you, Frank, and it's it really means a lot if you get up and call me on this Saturday morning, and I don't try to pester you too much, okay?
No, anytime.
All right, buddy. Thank you for calling. All right.
Oh, sure thing.
All right, Frank Fiss.
Great day. Bye.
Thank you, Frank Fiss of the TWRA, the chief of fisheries for the TWRA. That's good. He gets up and calls. I thought it was Frank Barton, but Frank will probably call because I know Frank's listening.
You know what else I love about this show, Larry, is your regulars, like Marty Marbury.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
She's a trip.
Real character, and of course we have Steve McAdams gives us the fishing report and we have several of those.
Well, we got some online right now. Let's go to Steve up there first. Can we get Steve in?
Hey, Larry, I have to remind you who I am, Steve Schiffman. 15 years is a long time, but you and I go back 50 years when I was kind of your errand boy at the Commercial Appeal Sports Department.
Yeah, Steve, you were among many that have passed through the Commercial Appeal and gone on to bigger and better things. Tell our listeners what you do now.
Oh, I've been a physician for nearly 40 years out at St. Francis, but I'm not a hunter. I'm a little bit of a fisherman, but I just want to tell you, when I'm driving to work on Saturdays, I've always listened to your show just to hear your voice and listen to you. There's something special about that. And now that you're writing back for the Commercial Appeal, I like reading what you write. And I just want to tell you congratulations. And, you know, we didn't spend many, many years together, but those times always meant a lot to me. So keep it going.
All right, Frank. Steve, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. You make me old now. Now I'm really old.
I'm old right there with you.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you, Dr. Schiffman. Okay.
You're welcome.
All right. Who we got next on there? Let's go to Mary Padron. Hey, Mary.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi, Larry.
Hey, I appreciate you getting up early on Saturday morning and giving us a call. Radians has been part of this show since they came here, it seems like. I can't think of a time when I hadn't called Mary at Radians and asked, hey, could I, and don't, before I even finish, she said, what you need. So,
Well, Larry, on behalf of all of Radians, Art Kunkel, Wes Miller, Tina Nelson, our new sporting goods graphic designer, Angela Jett, and we just wanted to call and just wish you a very happy 15th anniversary, and we thank you for all that you do for the outdoor industry.
Well, Mary, you've done a lot, too, because whoever wins that big grand prize, they're going to open up that bag. They're going to find some Radians products in there, and particularly tell them about that headgear thing there.
Yeah, we just got a new earmuff in. It's called the Digitrax.
Yes.
And it's got an NRR of 25, and it was tested in our very own laboratory, which is accredited by the National Voluntary Accreditation Program.
Yeah.
But it's got the headband. It's a deluxe hand headband, and it's really cushioned.
Yeah.
For extended wear. But what's so exciting is, and you'll be getting, we've got so many new products launching this fall, and you're going to be getting some of all of them,
right,
including 9 new styles of ballistic rated eyewear.
Whoa, okay. Well, I appreciate Radians, Mary, and tell everybody hello and thanks for calling. Okay, girl?
I will, and you just have a great weekend, and
all
happy
right.
hunting.
Thank you. All right, Mary. All right, give me somebody else. How about Bill Cox there? I see Bill Cox's name on there, and I know he's going to say something really profound about this show, right?
I don't know about profoundness, but I was doing a little math, Larry, and I didn't realize when you had me on 15 years ago that you were pretty brand new in that. It was
yes,
it was very professional. But I want to call and congratulate you on 15 years and tell you from my position how much we appreciate the effort to bring the outdoors to the radio and promote the sport of hunting and fishing and the commercialism that goes with it, which is great, and getting kids involved and doing the fishing rodeos and writing for the paper and you're the way you wear your faith out there on your sleeve for everybody to see. It's admirable, and we really appreciate it.
Well, Bill, I appreciate you too, buddy. Thanks for calling in. All right.
Have a great day.
Thank you. All right, Bill Cox. How about my man Charlie Oaf? I don't know if I can keep Charlie Oaf for 2 minutes. All right.
There he is.
There he is. Charlie Oaf, appreciate you, buddy, and my friend for 40 years at least from his coaching days, and now with the Bird Dogs, and a true friend. Charlie, thank you for calling. You've meant a lot to this show yourself, buddy, with your Bird Dog reports and things along that line. I want to thank you first.
Well, thank you, and you're doing a great job, and that's why you've been on there 15 years. We started out with an hour, and you're just getting better. They need to give you another 30 minutes.
Charlie, you can go now. That's all right. Hour and a half is enough. Charlie Oaf, I thank you, buddy. I appreciate you.
Thank you, and you have a great another 15 years.
All right, buddy. Thank you. All right. Charlie Oaf. How about my friend Kerry Smith up there?
Yes. Is this Jeff Calkins?
That's really. Would you hang up on him, please? Hey.
Just in the Jeff Calkins show?
No. Are you just coming in or going out? So,
oh, Lord have mercy. Hey, listen, I just wanted to call and congratulate you on 50 years. 50, isn't that the diamond anniversary for 50, or is that the gold? No, it's the gold. 50 years, my friend. And I'm so pleased that I've been able to be a part of your 50th anniversary.
Well, thank you, Kerry. I know it's 15 years on the air, 50 years, in fact. Kerry is, in fact, I'll have 50 years in Memphis coming up real soon as a writer. And Kerry is
really,
yeah. And Kerry is one of those guys that I've had the privilege of writing about, gifted artist. And I appreciate your friendship, buddy. Okay.
Man, thank you so much for who you are and for what you mean to the outdoor community. And gosh, Larry, we are certainly blessed by your attention to the great outdoors, man. I mean, we really, really are.
All
and
right.
I'm grateful for you and for your, first of all, for your witness.
Yes.
And for who you mean to God.
All right. Thank you,
So thank
Kerry.
you, my friend.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you. Thanks. And now we got Deborah on. All right, Deborah Hinks is on. Deborah.
Well, hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning,
15th anniversary.
Well, thank you, Deborah. Appreciate you calling in. Thank you. I haven't heard from that little short guy that I know that works for me here. I guess.
Oh, my goodness, he hasn't called in this morning. Well, you know what? I think he's probably pretty busy over there.
Yeah, he's at the Forest Wood Cup.
FLW Cup going on.
Yeah, Forest Wood Cup. But Deborah has been so gracious to be on this show so many times, and one of our favorite guests when it comes on the show. And it really means a lot for you to get up and call on this Saturday morning. Deborah, thank you.
Well, I would not have missed it for anything. I just so happy to be on your show, and I really support it, and I wish you 15 and 20, 25 more years on the show.
Deborah, you have just aged me along. Okay, but
that's quite all right. There's nothing wrong with that.
That is right.
Keep on rocking and rolling.
Thank you, Deborah. Love you, girl. Thank you.
Love
all right.
you too. Bye.
Bye, Deborah Hinks. All right. They're rolling in there, and so I appreciate.
Can I breathe now?
You can breathe
Okay.
now. All right. There's a flurry of action right there, and we probably have some more before this morning's over because we're going to take a break here in just a minute, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to talk a little golf, Mossy Oak Golf. I love to talk golf. I love to talk outdoors,
and you do it well.
Yeah, I've got the gift of gab.
Yeah.
Somebody said.
Well, who else in radio covers the stuff you do? No one.
Well,
and all the stuff, information, what's going on? Nobody.
Most of it's right.
Everything's right.
Yeah, that's
yes,
right.
sir.
All right, let's take a break.
Fields and water. Hey, there is no better way. Watch the sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me. Where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning. Welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
All right, welcome back. And, I think about 15 years, we got Guy Trebo and Gene Smith, in studio with us this morning. But I think about 15 years, and I think about the theme song. That's Don King singing our theme song. Of course, Don is the deputy chief for the TWRA, and and I just ask him, sometime, boy, I sure wished I had a theme song. Next thing I know, you won't find a more professional theme song.
Oh, man,
He wrote the words, put it all together. And if you're looking for a great group, Route 66 is the name of Don's group. They sing all over the United States now. And, in fact, they're going to be in Bartlett in next February doing a concert. But theme song adds a lot to the show. It may be long, but I can listen to it for a long time.
We'll describe the show and what's out there in Tennessee.
It does. And so, hey, we got a guest right now. I want to say I wanted to get this guest in because, wow, what a golf course. Mossy Oak Golf Course coming up down in West Point, Mississippi. The grand opening's getting close. Now, Guy and myself went down last fall and got a little taste of it, didn't we, Guy?
Indeed. We had a great look at it.
Great look at it, and now can you believe it's almost grand opening time?
I know it.
It's hard to believe, and they said they'd do it, and they did it. And we're privileged to have on with us this morning is Gary Billington. He's the sales and marketing manager at the Mossy Oak Golf Club. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, guys. How's everybody doing today?
We're doing great on our 15th anniversary show. This is this is a special show, man. You're getting in with the good guys.
High cotton.
I tell you, I feel honored. Thank you very much for having me on again.
Well, I want you on, Gary, because you guys are really drawing close. The magic date's coming up, isn't it?
That's correct. So we're going to have our opening day on September 2nd, which will be a day for our founders at Mossy Oak Golf Club.
Yeah.
And then we're actually open to the public beginning September 3rd is our first tee times that will be available. So we actually just launched, Larry, our online booking system.
Yeah.
So you can actually go to our website at mossyoakgolf.com to go ahead and book tee times, or you can always call or email us. So 662-524-1000, because we're very excited about opening up. Like you said, we've been talking about it for quite some time, so it's very exciting that the day is almost here.
Yeah. Has people already booked reservations?
That's correct. Oh, yes. We've already been booking, so we've been getting a great booking from people across, the entire Southeast. So
really?
People have been very excited about this new course because, as you know, Larry, Gil Hance was our architect. He also designed the Olympic golf course. They had the opening ceremonies of the Olympics last night. So we're very excited that this will be the first course that will be open to the public that people will be able to play after the Olympics. It was designed by Gil. So we're very, very excited about that.
And the association with Mossy Oak, that's pretty cool.
I tell you, you really couldn't ask for any better partners than who we've got between Gil and Mossy Oak and Mr. George Bryan. So
yes.
We've just got an incredible partnership. Mossy Oak's been wonderful for us with all of their resources, as well as creating this nature's golf.
It is.
It's been a great partnership between all three.
Well, I know it's been such a great thing, and to get it done on time.
That's correct. So, we're very excited about getting this opened. We do have the course is looking great right now. We've got the fairways, greens are growing in, and like you said, getting to partner with Mossy Oak, our native areas are starting to grow in. And we even knew once we started this process, our native areas, which are really going to bring the course together, it was going to take a couple of years for those to really get where you want to, because as you know, Larry, it's going to take some time to get that kind of grow in.
Yeah.
But having Mossy Oak's expertise to guide us through this process has been absolutely incredible.
And Guy Trebo had a chance to go with me last year, and Guy, you could kind of get an idea. You know a lot about golf courses.
Yes.
Tell us what I know you're excited.
They took us around the course and talked about the layout and everything. What I loved about that course is that you have 4 corners basically.
Mm-hmm.
And in every corner you're up on an elevation and you're overlooking the course.
Beautiful.
There. And I, of course, it was a lot of dirt when we were down there last year. I can't wait to see it.
Yes.
All plush and green.
Well, Gary knows I'm coming down there tomorrow. Have a chance to go down tomorrow and see George Bryan and see what it looks like, and spend tomorrow afternoon looking at the course, and then plan to come back and make a report and also write something for the Commercial Appeal about it, Gary. But I'm excited, buddy.
Well, good. We're very excited about us opening, and like I was just saying, the course has got these different knobs on the course that just really bring it all together. It actually used to be a dairy farm.
It did
over there. So, and when Gil came in, he's one of the world's leading minimalistic golf architects, and so he just fell in love with the property as soon as he saw it. And so it's been great to see how he's been able to shape the land and move it. And when we designed it, we really wanted it to be true to nature.
Yeah.
And we wanted it to be very natural, and we wanted to really cater towards walking golfers as well. So, we've got a great setup with a lot of the tee boxes are near the preceding greens. So it really makes for a great flow for the course, because at Mossy Oak, we're actually going to have caddies and 4 caddies as well, which, not a lot of clubs in the Southeast offer that. So that's something that we're also very excited about.
Wow. Well, I know the Jim Gallagher Jr. has been going hole to hole through these things, and it's wonderful. Tell our listeners out there how to get in touch with it and book tee times again.
Certainly. So you can always go onto our website at mossyoakgolf.com. There'll be a link at the top of the screen titled Tee Times, so you will be able to always book that way. Also, we've got various golf packages that you can book, because we're actually in partnership with Old Waverly Golf Club, which is right across the street from Mossy Oak Golf Club. So if you'd love to, please give a call. Our number is 662-524-1000, or you can always email me, Gary, Gary, at mossyoakgolf.com.
Hey, Gary, thank you, buddy, for being with us, and I look forward to being down there tomorrow, okay?
Perfect. Thanks so much, Larry. We look forward to having you.
Okay, thank you. Gary Billington from the Sales and Marketing Manager from Mossy Oak Golf Club. And I guess after you talk to Gary, you might as well talk to another guy that likes golf. Greg Ratliff in there, can you hook me up with Earl Conley? There's my buddy Earl Conley. Good morning, Earl.
Hey, Larry, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I know Earl likes to play golf, even though he does play it the wrong way, left-handed.
Well, I'll tell you what, I tried it on the other side. That didn't work either. So.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's all right. It's all right. Hey, Earl Conley, of course, is our good friend from Bird Dogs, and not only that, but just a friend of Outdoors with Larry Ray over the years, and I appreciate you calling us on this Saturday morning.
Well, it's an honor to talk to you, Larry, and I'm ready to go down to Mossy Oak with you tomorrow afternoon if that's going to work for you. I know you need somebody else to come along, but I'll let you know also, I talked to Larry Huffman last night, and he's up there outside of Columbus, North Dakota.
Uh-huh.
He said they're finding a lot of birds up there, and the crops are early, and they're waiting on the combines to get in the fields.
Wow.
But it looks like they're going to have a real good summer up there.
Well,
be glad when he gets home, and we're going to start clipping down at his place this next week to start getting the courses ready. So everything's going well for us, Larry.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you, Earl, for calling, okay?
You take care of yourself. We'll see you on the golf course.
All right. Thank you, Earl Conley. All right. Let's go down to Joe Murphin down there. Joe's been holding on a while. Joe Murphin, our good friend from Daisy and Rogers, Arkansas, over in God's country. I can't ask. Anytime I ask for something, Joe helps me and gets it. Joe, thank you for being on. Good morning to you.
Well, anytime anybody's doing as much as you're doing, we got to help you. So it's good to be a partner with Larry Ray and lots of good things, and I want to congratulate you on your tenure on the air and what you do for our sports and what you do to perpetuate shooting sports.
Well, Joe, thank you, buddy, for getting up on Saturday morning. Folks, if you go to Rogers, Arkansas, the museum's open, right?
Museum's open, and we have a lot of new items. Daisy celebrated an anniversary this year.
Yes.
130 years in the air gun business.
Wow.
So there's a special gun down there and online, daisymuseum.com. There's knives and pins and watches and all sorts of fun stuff.
It's a great place to go, and that's over at Daisy. Joe Murphy, thank you for calling on Saturday morning.
I want to give everybody heads up on something.
Yeah.
We had a young lady just a few years ago that was on a BB gun team and won our national match.
Yeah.
And this young lady is now in Rio at the Olympics shooting
a
pistol.
Really?
So what a great story.
Who is this young lady?
Her name is Lydia Patterson.
Lydia Patterson. Okay.
Lydia Patterson. So watch for her in pistol shooting, and remember that she got started with a Daisy BB gun just like so many kids.
Like a lot of kids. Okay. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, buddy.
Great to talk, Larry.
All right. Thank you. All right. Somebody's on the lake this morning, I see up there. Is that right? Forrest Goodman's on the lake?
Larry, I'm talking to you from Horseshoe Lake right now.
Oh my gosh! All right, that's where I need to be instead of sitting right here. But
I knew I'd make you jealous.
Yeah, Forrest Goodman was there when we started, buddy. I can't thank you enough for having the patience and helping me get going in this business because you're one of my. I know you're younger than me, but you're still a mentor. Okay.
Well, Larry, it first off, when you sent the email out talking about how you were going to celebrate 15 years. I couldn't believe it. It doesn't seem that long ago when, me and Dave Woloshin were doing a radio show and you joined us Thursdays and management says, you know what, Larry, you make a good radio show. And, and it just took off from there. And I'm amazed today at how it's appointment radio for people in the outdoors and the guests that you have and the information that you deliver. And that's why I wanted to, even though I'm fishing this morning, we're catching catfish over here, by the way.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I just wanted to call and thank you for your friendship and thank you for what you do on the radio and just give you a big congratulations, man.
Well, thank you, man. Now you're going to really make me feel, how's that daughter of yours?
She is here with me on the lake, as a matter of fact. She's 12.
12? Oh,
how old does that make you feel?
That really makes me... Hello, I hear her back there. All right. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you, Forrest.
Congratulations again, Larry. Let's do 15 more.
Thank you, buddy. All right. And we got a live report from the Forrest Wood Cup from Ron Wong. We got to Mr. Wong.
Good morning. Good morning, Larry.
Hey, buddy. How's it going in Huntsville?
Well, it is going real well. It's very, very hot outside.
Yes. Yeah.
It's been a pretty crazy tournament. But there's still 2 days to go, today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I encourage everybody from the Memphis Mid-South area, come on out. It's a short 4-hour drive to Huntsville, lots to do.
Yeah.
And lots of fun.
It is. There's a lot of stuff going on.
The expo is really big this year, and I'll be out there today and tomorrow shooting pictures, so if you'll come out, I'll be glad to shoot pictures.
And it'll be on lroutdoors.com, and then next week's show, Ron will be in studio, and we'll be wrapping it up, right?
Absolutely, we will, Larry, and I just want to congratulate you on all the good things that you've done over the years, and wish you continued success in everything that you do, and this is one heck of a radio show.
Well, Ron, you're part of that team, buddy. I can't. Everybody says, "How do you have 5 Ron Wongs on that on your show?"
It just seems like it.
Yeah. You don't remember the quintuplets of the Wong family? Ron, Wong, Zong. That they're all were together. But I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks a lot. We'll see you. Be careful. All right.
We'll see you next week.
Okay. See you next week. All right. Ron Wong next week. Well, maybe we'll get the winner of that Forrest Wood Cup. It'd be great if Mark Rose could win that thing. Dave Gabbert's on the line, and what we're going to do. Hey, Dave.
I want to know, does Ron have enough newspaper to wrap fish up in when you talk about wrapping the fish up?
Oh, my goodness. Only Dave could. Can you hang on, and when we take this break and come back, we make our drawing and spend a little time with us on the last segment, Dave? Can you?
I sure can, because I'm on somebody else. I'm on a state cell phone right now.
All right.
I got minutes to burn.
All right. Well, let's take a break and come back. We're going to have the drawing for the grand prize, and Dave Gabbert will come back and tell us what's going on up Big Sandy. We got Guy Trebo. We got Gene Smith. We got Greg Ratliff pushing all the buttons. This is Outdoors with Larry Ray, 15th anniversary show.
Days gone, and it's caught, and it's caught.
Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Barton Power Sports.
Okay, welcome back as we wrap up this 15th anniversary show. Greg Ratliff is our show producer, as he has been for the last 2 years. We appreciate visiting with Gary Billington, the sales and marketing manager at Mossy Oak Golf Club. And we have Dave Gabbert on the line with us from the Big Sandy duck blind drawing up in Kentucky Lake. And Dave, I know that you've been a part of this show. I don't know how many years, that can you remember?
I think I've been with you about 13 out of the 15.
Yeah, I thought so. Something. Yep.
You know.
You stepped in, and of course, Dave is from Memphis, a native of Memphis, and he is the minister of propaganda, as he says, but he really is the education information officer for the TWRA based out of Region 1 in Jackson. And I know Dave is up there. They're getting ready. I guess they've already started the registration form.
Registration opened at 7. People, will start and filter in. Usually the bulk of the people will be here between 8 and 8:30. It seems like every year, and the people who's never been to one of these, they always show up like 15 minutes to 10, and they don't realize they're going to have to park about 2 miles away and walk 2 miles.
Yes.
But this is we have another blind registration coming up, and that's for the blinds that we have in our electronic draw. That application period is going to start in September. We have a few areas that have blinds that people put in for like 3-day hunts.
Yeah.
And, like Eagle Lake Refuge, Chris Park's got some. So that'll be coming up in September. And a lot of these units, they can go to our website, tnwildlife.org. They can go to your website, link to our website, and go. That's something they can click on that stuff. And the way technology is, it'll pull the blind up. They can see what the blind site. These are blind sites they're drawing for.
Right.
And there may not be a blind on this blind site. But they can see, it's kind of like they can pull them up and see where they are on the lake and GPS coordinates, the whole 9 yards. So, technology's come a long way.
Well, I know that there's tnwildlife.org. You can go to that, and we got Dave Gabbert. We got Peanut on. Let's see if we can we hook Peanut in on this. Peanut Quan is on with us. Good morning, Peanut.
Good morning.
Well, thanks for calling, buddy. You've been, I can't tell you how many peanut craft lures we've given away over 15 years, but probably don't want to know. So, how much money you've given me, so thank you, Peanut.
Well, I wanted to call and say congratulations, 15 years. You started the show, when you was 2, so you're like 17 now, right?
Yeah, now you're really making me feel good. No, I'm 94. It works the other way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling it too. I'm out here fishing with my brother at Tunica. We got one of our trail tournaments today, and I said, I bought this sheet in. I said, I got to call in.
Well, thank you, buddy. Are you in a boat with Harris?
I am. We hadn't killed each other yet, so we're doing good.
I haven't. Everybody be sure and check this out. The Quan brothers are in the boat together at Tunica down there. So if you see any bulletins coming about, make sure that they got the plug in, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we appreciate you, Peanut. Thank you, buddy.
Congratulations again, Larry, and I look forward to getting on later with you.
Okay, buddy. We'll see you at the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza next weekend, right?
Sure will.
I'll be there. See you there, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right. All right, here comes Dave Gabbert's on the line. We got Gene Smith. We got Guy Trebo. And Guy is getting ready to draw the winning name here for the Outdoors of Larry Ray 50th anniversary, and it is loaded. I'm telling you, this is a big tackle box, right, Gene?
And it's heavy, too.
It's got all sorts of things from Blake Moore in there. It's got some Gaston's cap and a shirt. It has got some
it's about $100 bag.
The bag itself.
Yeah,
and we're
about
not talking about
$100.
what's inside of it. And so here we go. Gene is going to draw the name. Do we have any drum roll?
Sound like a motorboat.
All right, here it comes, and the winner is. Give it to him, and Guy will announce it. The winner is
Julie Burns.
Julie Burns.
Julie Burns
is the winner.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Way to go, Julie.
Way to go, Julie.
You're going to love this thing.
She's going to love it. That's right. And Julie Burns, that bag, we will contact you. It will be available after lunch on Wednesday. Come to Intercom Radio here at 1835 Mariah Woods Boulevard and pick up this grand prize, Julie Burns. And let's get back to Dave before we close. Dave, I know you guys also have the least dove fields getting ready to come up, I understand. So.
Yeah, dove season, will be coming up here, the first of next month. But it's that's one of the things that the problems we have in West Tennessee. Most of the fields they put on the WMAs. I've been talking to some of the guys. It seems like the sunflowers, the deer eat them up just as quick as they plant them. But
I know that. Yeah.
And everything, but. Yeah, I'm going to leave here today. I'll be headed to the World Trap Shooting Championships up the road up at Sparta, Illinois.
I thought you would, yeah.
And go up there and see if I can't have my 15 minutes of fame.
Well,
There's been a lot of the West Tennessee shooters. I went up there last Tuesday to take some equipment stuff up there and talking to a lot of the West Tennessee shooters, and a lot of them really doing well. So.
Well, you're going to be our man in the field up there, and then we'll get a report. But I want to say before we close out this show how important you have been, Dave, to this show. Dave follows in a long line of people that really helped me in my career, starting with Jed Pettit, the late, great Jed Pettit. And then, of course, along comes Alan Peterson, who is now Dave's boss. And then, Dave, I know you and Gene Smith have been we would not be on the air 15 years without either one of you, and I want to salute you, Dave Gabbert, for I know we kid a lot. We have a lot of fun together, but, buddy... we
even hit a golf ball every now and then together.
Yeah, if I can get my eyes right on that and everything. But I appreciate the TWRA's hookup in this. I know this is all about getting the message out, and I think we try to do the best we can, but you've been a great ambassador for this show.
And I appreciate that. It's something fun. I like to do it. That's the good part about my job. I like you know me. I like talking to people and everything. So I just do what I do natural.
Well, I appreciate you doing this, and
if I could get the hang of kissing babies, I'd probably go in politics.
Oh, no. And speaking of that, we want to say a salute to our good friend Mark Lovell, who won the District 95 race. And, of course, this coming weekend is the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza put on by the Lovell family. I'll be out there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of next weekend, and I salute that. But, Dave, be careful up there. Don't fall off that step ladder. And thank you for what you've done for the show. Okay, buddy?
Okay. And, they need to come on out to the extravaganza, the new hunting guides that were delivered all beginning of last week. So they're starting to get out in the field. And so our guys will be set up out there with a booth and just stop by and ask any kind of questions you want to.
All right. We got Bobby Wilson on real quick. Bobby Wilson is going to close the show out. He timed this just exactly so he would have the last word in.
Yeah, I'm the opening act for Bobby.
Bobby Wilson, who is assistant director for the TWRA, former chief of fisheries. Good morning, Bobby.
Good morning, Larry. Good morning.
Well, thank you.
I really didn't mean to do this like this. I was just calling in. But congratulations.
Well, I appreciate you doing it. You've meant a lot, buddy. Our friendship has been great. Thanks for all your help over the years. You got words of wisdom you want to say about this show?
Oh, I just enjoy calling in and listening to it, and all over the years. And it's been a wonderful time for you, I know, and it's been great for all the outdoor folks across your part of the country.
All right, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate you.
Okay. All right, see you.
All right. Dave Gabbert, thank you, buddy.
Yep. Okay, yeah. I knew Bobby when he started as was a technician.
That's
now
right.
He's up in the corner office.
That's a corner office. Right? Greg Ratliff, thank you, buddy, for being our show producer. Thank you, Gene Smith. Thank you, Guy Treebone.
You're welcome.
And as I say, for 15 years, it doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport.
God bless the USA.
And it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands prison walls.